My hair is like my antenna. Like, it's an antenna to my higher self. It's an antenna to communicate to the world, like how I'm feeling, or even just a method of protection. I'm a Midwestern girl from a very loud, colorful family. And I got to witness just a lot of joy and laughter in my household, not necessarily a whole lot of structure, which I think allowed me to envision what my life could look like beyond living in St. Louis and all of that. And so I ended up interested in the healing arts very early. I feel like I have one of those very classic young black girl stories where you're young and then, you know, your mom puts a perm in your hair and then it breaks off, and then you have to go through that whole thing of like braids and growing it back and all of that. I've heard tons of opinions from, you know, exes, from family, all of that. The opinions were, I just don't like it. It just looks funny. It looks like snakes, or it's too big, or it's so wild, or it just doesn't look nice. And I usually translate it's not nice as into being, it's not palatable for white people, you know, at the time, especially being, you know, in certain cities or in certain geographic locations. It's like, that's not nice. It's gonna draw unnecessary attention or negative attention to you. And I recognize 99% of it was protective mechanisms to say, we're looking out for you. You don't want to draw in any drama because of your hair. You don't want any doors closed because of your hair. But for me, I'm like, if those doors are closing, great, because I didn't want to walk through it anyway. Like, I'm not wasting my talent somewhere where the hair that grows out of my head is an issue. Like, that's not why I came here. That's not the life I'm building, the life I'm leading. Like, thank you for closing the door. I wasn't gonna knock on it anyway, honey. Right now when my hair is a little bit blown out, what I'm doing in the mornings is I'm just taking it out of this do-rag and then I'm fluffing it. If I've pin curled it the night before, I'm taking out bobby pins and I'm literally shaking and fluffing for like 10 minutes. In the evenings, it's either a pin curl or I'm just doing a loose old school wrap with my hands. I'm not combing it or anything, just because I tend to avoid using combs as much as possible because it can break your hair. So I'm literally taking my fingers, I'm finger combing my hair into a swirl, throwing this do-rag on and giving it a couple twists to flatten it, and that's it. My advice to anyone watching this is to listen to your hair and love your hair. I think so often we get hung up on what our hair looks like and the style that we forget to listen to what our hair is actually telling us. Is it dry? Is it breaking? Should you be adding more water? Are those products really working for you? Like, the brand is cute, but is it really working for your hair? Really developing a relationship with your hair where you're listening and loving and feeling it, I think is paramount to anything that you do, no matter what you're doing with your hair.